This is the 10 of 100 days of design, and the exercise is social share. You may be scrolling through your social media app on your phone and come across some blogs or posts that might interest other people and you want to share them. So we want to design an interface for social share. And like I always did, I have created a wireframe to structure out how our design is going to be, and also I have the color we've been using, and also I've gotten some icons that we'll use in the design, and pictures and social media icons. This is to make things more faster and make sure the video is not that long. To start with, I'm going to rename this frame to social share. I'm going to copy it one side, just like this. First of all, I want to change the background to our black, and again I will need some text. So from the wireframe I can pick a text here, say this, and I'll call this a name. Let me say Rabi Hassan, and this is 16 pixels, and it's bold. Then I'm going to cut this Command X and replace this Shift Command R, replace. And also down here I'm going to copy this also and call it a username like at Rabi Hassan. So this I'm going to reduce this to 14 pixels, and also it's going to be a regular. I'm going to cut this Command X and replace this Shift Command R. So the space between them is 5 pixels. I'm going to reduce this to 0. So this has been tempered with. I have applied layout to this screen already, so I'm going to enable the layout, Shift G to show the layout, and this I'm going to increase the space between them so that I have something like this, so that these icons stick to extreme edge here. So the next thing, I'm going to generate text that will be here. So first of all, I will check what the size of this. The height is 104 and the width is 394. So I'm going to create a text box. It's going to be 394 and this is going to be 114. Now, having done that, I'll run my plugin lorem ipsum. So this will help me generate placeholder text I want to use for this. So I'll say auto generate to generate text. So it's been generated. The size is 14 pixels. I'm going to make it 16 pixels, and also the space between this is a 16 pixel. I'll just add 6 to 16, so making 22. So the height is going to be 22, and this is going to be auto height. So I want to reduce this. Is 154 in height, and normal something is 144. So let me say 140. So let me say 114. So the text that remain under 114, I'm going to delete them, then change this to auto height. I'm going to cut this Command X and replace this Shift Command R. So that is that. We have a picture here that's going to be here. So check the size of this. This is 394 by 44488. So I'm going to say 394 488. 394 by 488. So I'm going to call this Command X and replace this with its Shift Command R. Then the corner radius, I'm going to make it 8 pixels. So we have icons down here and social icons. So from the icons I have, I'm going to move this here. So we have comment and share with like. So this is going to be 24 pixels by 24. I'm going to copy this, command X, okay, shift command R, shift command R. So their color another showing. Going to select them. You have black colors, so I'm going to give them white color, FF. I'm going to reduce them to 30% opacity, and the numbers you are having beside these things, I'm going to increase them to 60 so that they show more. And now this remaining icon is going to come here. What's the size of this thing? The size is 32 pixels, so I'm going to increase this to 32 pixel and cut it, command X, then replace this, shift command R, and also change this to white, and it's going to also be 30% opacity. So we'll have a picture here which is going to be user picture or user avatar. So we're going to replace this avatar with a frame. This is 44 pixels, so I'm going to create a frame with 44 pixels of height and width. I'll cut it, command X, then replace this, shift command R, and also the corner radius is going to be round. Now I can run content tool to insert image. Let's go to avatar, so and pick one of these. So that is that on that side. So what remains here is this thing we are having, the main work. So I'm going to move this down here, and the size we are having here is 48 pixels, and each of these is 48 pixels already. I'm going to be cutting them, command X, and replace this, shift command R. So I'm going to move this outside, and this also is going to take our black color, which is this. I'm going to select the frame, press I on keyboard, then click on the color to apply. So this is what we have, and again the space between this should be 24 pixels, and okay, this is fine like this. So I want to hide the grid. I'm going to press Shift G on my keyboard to hide it. So we'll assume this person has gotten a like. Let me copy this blue color down here, and we'll assume this post, the user has liked this post already. So we're going to change our icon style to bold and come to this color and select our blue to change it to blue. The users has already liked this. So what we are actually trying to do is that when user taps on this, when user taps on share button here or share icon here, this comes out for user to share. I want to change this auto layout to between space between, so that whenever I edit anything, the space between them will not be tempered. The first and the last item will not be tempered. It's only the middle items that the space is going to distribute between them. So I'm going to change this to 60 like, this also to 13 comment, and this 50 shares. So whenever user taps on this, this comes out. So I want to reduce some white brightness here. So for this, I'm going to take this down to 70% opacity, This also, I'm going to take this to 40% opacity, and this that we have here, this is also going to be 30% opacity. The text, this text is going to be 70% also, so that we don't have full white colors. Now we're going to apply interaction to this. So I'm going to select this, go to prototype, and add a link from this to this pop-up. So I'll say when clicked, this should open an overlay, and when I tap outside, it should close, and it should add background opacity of 40% black. Then other settings under it, this is not going to be center, it's going to be bottom center, and also the animation is not going to be instant, it will be moving. How does it move in? It comes from the bottom. So this is done. So I'm using iPhone 13 Pro Max in this design, so I'm going to select the iPhone 13 Pro Max here for the prototype display. So I've selected that. Now I'm going to this flow, let me call this flow social share. So I'm going to tap on this play button to see the interactions. So here is the post I want to share. If I tap on this, this comes up. When I tap outside, it comes up to share. So that is that. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channels, please do that now. Please help me by subscribing, and also you can refer your friend to this page. And if you need any design or interaction that you want me to teach you, please just comment and I will reply to your comment with design. Thank you for your time.